Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to dive into the secrets of people who live beyond 100 years. And the best part is, anyone can do it. But first, let's imagine for a moment. Have you ever lain awake at night, worrying about how aging might bring joint pain, memory decline, or chronic illnesses that weigh down your life? That's a fear most of us share, the dread of growing old too quickly, of not being able to enjoy time with family, friends, or simply lacking the energy to pursue your passions. But what if I told you there are communities around the world where people not only live to 100 but do so with health, joy, and vitality? Even better, these secrets aren't out of reach or expensive. They're daily habits that anyone, including you, can adopt starting today to transform your life. Today's content will bring you not just knowledge but real motivation to build a sustainable lifestyle, reduce disease risk, and boost your chances of living longer. We'll explore insights based on scientific research from the so-called blue zones, places where the proportion of centenarians is many times higher than the rest of the world. So, let's dive deep into this topic, starting with understanding what blue zones are and why they hold the key to longevity. Blue zones, a term coined by researcher Dan Buettner, refer to regions he and his team identified during their global quest to study communities with the highest rates of longevity. These areas include Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, Ikaria in Greece, and Loma Linda in California, USA. In these places, living to 100 isn't a fluke, it's the result of consistent lifestyle factors. Buettner distilled these into 9 core principles, called the Power 9, drawn from hundreds of interviews with centenarians and scientific analysis. These principles not only extend lifespan but also enhance quality of life, reducing the risk of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and other health issues. The beauty is that they don't demand an overnight overhaul of your life. Instead, they encourage small, sustainable changes. Let's start with the first secret, a foundational element no one can overlook if they want to live long. Move naturally. Moving naturally is how people in blue zones keep their bodies active without needing gyms or intense workouts. Instead of running marathons or lifting weights, they weave movement into their daily lives in a gentle, consistent way. Think of shepherds in Sardinia. They walk about 5 miles a day across hilly terrain, not to exercise but to tend their livestock. The result? Stronger hearts, toned muscles, and resilient joints without injury. Similarly, in Okinawa, elderly women garden, growing vegetables, which not only provides fresh food but also serves as natural movement that burns calories and reduces stress. Buettner's research shows this lifestyle improves cardiovascular health and metabolism, lowering obesity risk, a major enemy of longevity. How can you apply this? Don't stay glued to a screen all day. Try walking to a nearby store instead of driving or gardening on weekends. Start by taking stairs instead of elevators, and gradually, you'll feel more agile. Consistency, not intensity, is key. Studies show that daily natural movement can add 4 to 7 years to your life compared to a sedentary lifestyle. This leads us to the next secret, which ties closely to movement: finding your purpose in life. Purpose, or ikigai in Okinawa and plan de vida in Nicoya, is the reason you wake up each morning with joy and motivation. Centenarians in blue zones never feel life is meaningless. They have a mission, whether it's as simple as caring for grandchildren or contributing to their community. For example, an Okinawan grandmother shared that her ikigai was hugging her great-grandchild. It gave her strength to face any challenge. In Nicoya, plan de vida fosters optimism, reducing depression, a factor that shortens life. Buettner's findings suggest that having a purpose can add up to 7 years of life by boosting positive hormones like endorphins and reducing chronic inflammation. Science backs this. Studies from Rush University in Chicago show that people with a clear purpose are 2.4 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's. To apply this, ask yourself, what excites you? It could be learning a new skill, helping others, or caring for family. Start by journaling daily about what you love, and build it into a habit. When you have purpose, everything becomes easier, including managing stress, our next secret. Downshifting, or reducing stress, is an art Blue Zones residents practice daily to avoid chronic inflammation that leads to age-related diseases. They don't let stress build up. Instead, they have simple rituals to release it. In Okinawa, people take time daily to honor ancestors, calming their minds. Adventists in Loma Linda pray, Icarians nap, and Sardinians enjoy a happy hour with friends. Notably, napping in Nicoya has been shown to reduce heart disease mortality by 35%, per Buettner's research. Chronic stress releases cortisol, weakening the immune system and raising cancer risk, but these habits restore balance. What can you try? Practice 10-minute daily meditation or indulge in a hobby like reading. If you're busy, just take deep breaths during stressful moments. This lowers blood pressure instantly. By downshifting, you not only live longer but happier, which brings us to the next secret, the 80% rule. The 80% rule, or hara hachibu in Okinawa, means stopping eating when you're 80% full, avoiding excess calories, and maintaining a healthy weight. Blue Zones residents eat their smallest meal in the late afternoon and don't eat afterward, focusing on natural foods. Okinawans remind each other before meals to control portions, leading to low BMI and fewer obesity-related diseases. Research shows this 20% gap between full and hungry is key to weight loss, and those who follow it live longer by reducing type 2 diabetes risk. To practice, use smaller plates, eat slowly, and stop when you're comfortably satisfied. Pair this with the next secret, a plant-based diet, and you'll see dramatic health improvements. A plant-based diet, or plant slant, is the dietary cornerstone of Blue Zones, with beans as a staple. They eat meat sparingly, about 5 times a month, in portions the size of a deck of cards. In Sardinia, daily meals include whole grain bread, beans, garden vegetables, and fruit. Loma Linda follows a vegan diet with leafy greens, nuts, and beans. Beans provide protein, fiber, and antioxidants, lowering cholesterol and inflammation. Buettner's research shows this diet cuts heart disease risk by 32%. Apply it by swapping meat for beans in meals and adding daily salads, simple but effective for longevity. Next is wine at 5, drinking moderately, about 1 to 2 glasses daily, with friends and food. Not everyone drinks, like Adventists, but in Sardinia, flavonoid-rich Canonau wine reduces stress and protects blood vessels. Moderate drinking outlives non-drinkers, but avoid excess. If you don't drink, try herbal tea. The key is social relaxation. Belonging to a community, or belong, means joining a faith-based or spiritual group, adding 4 to 14 years to life. Most Blue Zones centenarians belong to a faith community, like Adventists observing Sabbath. This provides emotional support and reduces isolation. Join a church or yoga group to apply this. Putting loved ones first, or loved ones first, means investing in family, living near children and grandchildren, caring for each other. In Sardinia, elders live with family, lowering mortality rates. Studies show this adds 6 years to life through emotional support. Finally, right tribe, choosing healthy friends. In Blue Zones, friends encourage good habits, like Okinawa's Moai, lifelong support groups. Surround yourself with positive people to let healthy habits spread. In summary, Blue Zones prove that longevity isn't luck but a choice. Adopt these secrets gradually to transform your life. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Your feedback means the world to us, so don't hesitate to share in the comments. Reading your comments gives us motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating great content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.